Buenos días.
Buenos dias.
¿A dónde estamos?
We are in one of the most beautiful and biodiverse countries in the world.
Yeah, it's been on our bucket list forever for the wildlife alone, and now we're here checking it out as a possible place to live.
So join us as we check out Costa Rica.
As we said in the intro, Costa Rica is a place that we've wanted to visit for a long time.
And after doing our research on a lot of different countries, it's emerged as a place we may want to live long term.
Let's take a look at the pros and cons of living in Costa Rica. The first one for us is pretty obvious, the wildlife and the weather. We love tropical climates and ocean beaches, so that one goes without saying.
Another nice thing about Costa Rica is that it's relatively easy to gain residency. And for two retired people like us, that's important.
And speaking of residency, once you are a resident in Costa Rica, you can take part in the country's healthcare system, which is robust and very affordable.
Another benefit of Costa Rica is that it's a stable and safe country. On the Global Peace Index, which rates a lot of different factors, it's actually rated higher than the United States.
Another thing that really attracts us to Costa Rica is its environmental policies. Not only has the country set aside vast amounts of land as national parks and preserved it, it also is 100% renewable energy when it comes to electricity. So leaving a smaller carbon footprint is very easy to do here in Costa Rica.
And another thing to consider is that Costa Rica has a territorial tax system, which means US generated income is not again taxed by Costa Rica.
So there's a high-level look at some of the pros of living in Costa Rica. We may go into more detail in subsequent videos, but now let's take a look at the cons.
There is one major con, and that's the cost of living, especially compared to other Latin American countries.
Yeah, everything is a little bit more expensive than you think it's going to be here. In our case, we're moving from Hawaii, which has an insane cost of living, so it hasn't been as much of a sticker shock for us. We've hired relocation specialist Sarah Elena to help us as we consider a move to Costa Rica. We discovered Sarah's YouTube channel while doing our own research on Costa Rica. It's full of information about the country, as well as all the different things you need to think about when considering a move here. We'll provide links to both her YouTube channel and website in this video's description. After previously meeting with her on Zoom calls, it was great to finally meet her in person. We asked her to describe what she does.
Sure. First of all, I'm really lucky because I don't always get to see everyone who comes on their trips. So I'm really excited that you guys did come towards the area that I live, so we get to meet in person. I have a relocation company. So I didn't really, if you asked me 5 years ago or 6 years ago what I would be doing, I wouldn't have guessed that this would be it. But years ago, I started a YouTube channel just for fun. Didn't think anyone would ever watch it. This was my daughter was in diapers. She's almost 8 now. And it turned into actually helping people move to Costa Rica. So I do kind of two major things. So one is scouting trips, which is like what you guys are kind of here on. So helping people figure out what's a good area for them in terms of, distance to the airport, the climate, type of community. Are they going to have a car? I mean, there's just so many variables and factors. So like what we did is you guys tell me everything that you're looking for, and then we can start going through the map and formulating the trip, getting you to the right areas. And we're helping you. Usually those trips are to help someone decide, do they want to spend long-term in Costa Rica? And if so, where? Then if those go well, or some people have already been on their own trips and they just jump straight into relocation. For relocation, and then we start the whole process. We work with someone before, during, and after. It's very intensive, a lot of hand-holding. And we'll go through the areas, long-term rental search. We do that. The packing, shipping, bringing pets, residency, budgeting, banking, insurance, medical, car purchase, like day-to-day living. So, and we have meetups. People always have access to us via email, WhatsApp. We have multiple one-on-ones too. So, yeah, they've got a little organized system of helping people figure out if this is the right place and making sure that they can adapt well and adjust.
We asked Sarah what people are typically looking for when considering a move to Costa Rica.
Well, I would say definitely like a big lifestyle change. So kind of like me, I see a lot of people are trying to get off that hustle and bustle, get off the rat race, and maybe just the social climate I feel, in the United States of North America has been declining over many years, as many people have seen that. Even 9 years ago, I was like, what is going on here?
Right.
You know, whereas here, it's, hi, how are you? People are more slower paced. I see people wanting to move a lot more towards like simplicity. They want to simplify their lives. They want to get rid of most of their material things, you know, or let go of a lot of that. Just get back down to the basics. Like family, Costa Rica is very family oriented. They want to get back to family values, taking care of their health and wellness. You know, this country's not going to fix that for you, but it's a great, inspiring place to be if you want to eat healthy and be outdoors all year round. So I would say it's just a big, people are coming for a lifestyle change. And the type of community, being in a community like you guys, I think will see this as more time you spend. You're going to start seeing the same faces. You're going to start making some friends. You're going to see there's a good tight knit sense of community in this country, I feel.
We're going to spend the next several months checking out Costa Rica as both tourists and potential expats. We're primarily focused on the Pacific Ocean side and will be starting in the Central Pacific. From there, we'll visit the nation's capital of San Jose.
Then we're going to head up to Lake Arenal and Guanacaste, which is in the northern part of the country. From there, we're going to head down south to Ubita.
After that, we're going to play it by ear.
So we invite you to join us and follow along.
Adios for now.
If you enjoyed this adventure, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more of our travel and wildlife videos.